Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another Regens. So you're probably wondering straight away, why on earth have you already played the Champions League quarter-final against Monaco? It's because I recorded what was meant to be this video, and the audio fucked up on the first leg. But after every time I record a video, I save the game, so there's no way of me going back, you know? Just in case it crashes, because you know what crash dumps are like with FM. They fucking happen all the time. But it was quite frustrating, and we did beat them 11-0 at Anfield, which was quite incredible. But in today's episode, instead, we'll play the Champions League semi-final. I haven't done the draw yet, so we're going to recap a few games first, and then we'll go into the draw. So the first game that we played after last episode was Southampton. We beat them 3-1 at St Mary's. Trevor Turnbull got 2, Sandoval got 1, and Klaus, in his first Premier League game of the season, managed to get sent off. Then we played Spurs, beat them 4-0, Sacha Boey got 2, Dino also got 2, so it was a comfortable win, that one. Then we played Monaco, the game you missed, and this game was fucking awesome. Just look at that. It's ridiculous. 11-0 in the quarter-final of the Champions League. But yeah, Dino got 2 because Sandoval was injured. Turnbull scored 3, Sacha Boey got 2, Diana got 1, Sterling got 2, and Wellington scored a awesome half volley to make it 11-0. Then we played Brentford at home, beat them 5-0. Turnbull got another hat-trick, so his second hat-trick in 2 games there. And Sterling got 1, and Diana got the other one. And finally, we played them away from home in the return leg, and beat them 3-1. So it was comfortable, really. They took the lead inside 2 minutes, but Diana, Law, and Dino scored the other goals. And it was a comfortable performance. We had 7 clear-cut chances, 6 half chances. They didn't even have a half. They just scored his half chance, really. Monaco are managed by Conte, and Conte was the manager of Juventus when we played them 3 times in a row in the Champions League final. And if you remember, he plays that fucking awful 5-1-2-2 with a defensive mid. Now that is that playing against that formation is so frustrating. Now we didn't play it in the first leg. If we go back to the first leg. I should have just clicked on schedule. But if we go back on the first leg, I actually played a 3-5-2. And so it was the battle of the 3-5-2s. So we came out well on top there. And in the second leg, when they were 11-0 down, he played 5 at the back at home. Now that makes no sense. But yeah, I was just ranting about that formation in the last episode. You didn't really miss much anyway, apart from obviously the 11 goals there. Right, so before we do the draw for the semi-final of the Champions League, we'll have a look at the other ties in the quarter-final. So as you can see there, we ended up knocking out Monaco 14-1 on aggregate. Arsenal went through as well. They knocked out Atletico 5-4 on aggregate. Chelsea went through and they knocked out United 2-1 on aggregate. And Bayern went through. They knocked out CSKA Moscow. Actually went pretty far this year. They knocked them out 8-6 actually on aggregate. So 3 English clubs in the last 4. Not too bad at all. Let's see who we're going to draw. Don't really mind who. Oh, we're going to get Arsenal. So it's last year's final. I'll quickly play these 3 games against QPR, Hull and Charlton. And then we'll go into the first leg against Arsenal. Literally, a day later, this comes through. Diana's been injured once again. Around the same time he got injured last season. Because remember, he missed the Champions League final against Arsenal, and we did really miss him because Hurst performed poorly in that game, but apparently he dislocated his shoulder in training. We ended up beating QPR 6-0. Sterling, Hurst and Turnbull all got 1 goal, Sacha Boey got 2, and Alex McCarthy scored an own goal. QPR are now in 7th, I think. Let's have a little look at the league table. Yeah, I think we've actually just broken the goals for record, which is quite incredible. Look at that goal difference, 149. I've just finished the whole game and we've managed to win 2-0. It wasn't the best performance by any means, but we got the win. Hull did have a disallowed goal in the first half, which made me cringe a little bit, because I was hoping they wouldn't fuck me over now, but thank God it wasn't the case. Sacha Boey and Sandoval managed to score in the second half and we got the victory. I've just finished playing the FA Cup semi-final versus Charlton, and we managed to beat them 6-4. Now, I played the B team because I think we play Arsenal in 3 days, so I kind of wanted to rest the Sandovals, the Bowles, the Turnbulls, etc. So we ended up playing literally Zoran and Klaus in defence with Yilmaz, And as you can see there, they didn't really play that well. 6.3, 6.4, Yilmaz on a 6.5. Pretty shocking, but everyone else played alright. So we ended up winning. I mean, Charlton only had 4 shots on target, managed to score 4 goals. But they are a championship side, so they shouldn't really be scoring 4 goals against us. But they put up a good fight, so credit to them for that. In the other semi-final match, you have Chelsea beating Arsenal 5-1, which means we are going to play Chelsea in the FA Cup final. But it's also promising, seeing as we play Arsenal at the end of the season, and in 3 days for the Champions League semi-final. Right, we are ready to go into the first leg of the Champions League semi-final against Arsenal. Norbit expects them to play a 4-1-4-1. And if you remember, I'd literally just said moments ago that Arsenal lost to Chelsea 5-1 3 days ago, and they played a relatively strong side. So if you go on players, look at their fitness. Their whole defence is not fit. They're tired. We got Ramsey tired there as well, so that's a massive blow if they decide to play him. Don't know who Holman is, but he's also tired. And Campos is tired as well. Whereas our team is fully fit. And we're at home, so you'd think we are going to dominate, and we need to, really. We need to score, hopefully, as many goals as we did against Monaco. Not quite sure we'll get 11, but hopefully we do, in fact, score quite a few goals. So Sacha Boey's on 14 goals for the Champions League. The record is still Ronaldo's of 17, so hopefully he can score a few today and then break that record this season. So they are actually playing a few tired players, including Ramsey. So that is interesting. We are going to close down the defensive midfielder. Don't think we're going to close down Patrick Roberts. And let's go. I think earlier in the season we played them at Anfield, we beat them 8-0. Anything like that, that would be awesome. Here's Sterling. What a run. It was unfortunate that he put it wide. We've had a few shots, but we haven't scored yet. We had 3 yellow cards, did I just say? Oh, Sandoval blazes it over. We've had 3 yellow cards and we've made 7 fouls. Come on, ref, it's a bit harsh. It's a bit worrying, actually. Come on, ball. To Sterling. Oh, and Chesney makes the save. Surely. I was going to say, surely not another yellow card. 11 shots, 2 clear-cut chances, 2 half chances. Sandoval's through, though, and Sandoval makes it 1-0. About time. We have the fitness edge, and obviously our team's better anyway. So we should be beating Arsenal comfortably today. Hopefully we'll score a couple more. Looks like it's only be the one. Maybe we'll get another one just before half-time. I don't know. Did Chesney even save that? Look, he just booted out a play. Oh, what is that, Turnbull? Hansen! Chesney again! Bit worried about these yellow cards, though. Don't want anyone getting sent off. We've had the chances, we just haven't been clinical. Sandoval picks out Turnbull. Fantastic. Makes it 2-0. I was about to say pick out Turnbull, and he actually picked him out. Lovely tramp. Turnbull again. Ball tramp, then tramps it to Sandoval. And we started scoring now, and it's 3-0. And this is looking really, really good. Right, we are pleased with that. They've gone for a 4-3-3. Yeah, we won't close anyone down. There's no point. We had 21 shots to Arsenal's 2. They haven't really been a threat. But usually Guardiola teams, they don't need many chances to score. Oh, Sandoval's through, and Chesney again with the save. It's been really good. We've had 7 clear-cut chances now. I do want us to maybe score a couple more. We're going to tell them to push forward. Come on, Hansen to Saar, to Sterling, to Sandoval, gets tackled. But their players surely must be knackered now. And Sandoval just blasts it wide. Yeah, they are. They're all on 60%. Right, we'll bring off Lorenzini for Wellington. We'll also bring off Villa for Yilmaz. A fourth would be really nice. Oh, Yilmaz with the header. Unfortunate. Chesney's been really, really good. Tyson clears it just in time though. Maybe one last chance to get the fourth? No. We'll take off Hurst for Law. Looks like it's going to end 3-0. And it does. So 3-0 is not the worst result, but we should have scored more. We had a game against Reading in between the two Arsenal legs, and we actually beat them 8-1 in the end. They got Sasha Bold. He scored 5, including a 6-minute hat-trick in the first 6 minutes of the game. Sterling, Lorenzini and Hansen scored the other goals. So all that leaves the Premier League table looking like this. And how unrealistic does this look? We played 36 games, won 35, drawn 1, scored 174 goals, conceded 16. That's the least by far. And we've got a goal difference of 158 and we're sitting on 106 points with 2 games remaining. Now this is just sensational. Like, oh my, we're 2 games away from going undefeated in a Premier League season, which is really, really hard to do. It'll be the first time I've actually done it on a FM game before. So I'm quite worried. I'm quite worried about this this Arsenal game here. But I guess we'll kind of find out what it's going to be like in the second leg soon. But let's have a little look at the stats. First off, actually, Norwich are doing pretty well. They're in Europe. They've climbed above QPR. QPR have been on a bit of a bad run. They were in the top 4 at some point in the season, weren't they? Spurs around 15th. MK Dons have been relegated. Let's have a little look at the stats. So we've got Sasha Ball on 46 goals. So unless he scores 6 goals in the last 2 games, he's not going to break Sandoval's 51 goals in a Premier League season record. But Sterling is sitting on a 8.75 average rating after how many games? 28. That's really, really impressive. Sterling's such a good player in this game. We are ready to go into the second leg against Arsenal. So nobody expects them to play a 4-3-3. Now, when we played Reading, they played City, so let's see how they got on. They actually won 1-0. At the Etihad, they had 2 shots on target. City had 28. Hopefully, none of that happens or occurs in this game, because that'll be fucking frustrating. We're going to go for an unchanged side. Let's go straight into it. I would like to knock Arsenal out. I mean, we should do. If we can get a couple of away goals. Easier said than done, though. Wonder what their fitness is like. I might actually check that. Right, so the fitness. So Ramsey's needs a rest. He's on 89%. Other than that, they're pretty much fully fit going into this game. Click on match there. Right, apply team advice. That's fine. And let's go. So we need a good performance away from home. Hopefully we play pretty well. Oh, they take the lead inside 2 minutes. That's not a good sign. Oh, imagine if we went to Arsenal at the end of the season for the last Premier League game, having been unbeaten for 37 games, and then they beat us. I'd be fucking furious. Come on, turn it around, lads. Get your shit together. Right, we'll encourage them. So it's not been good so far. Come on, Tasha Bowl. We need them to turn up. To Sterling! There we go! Raheem makes it 1-1. And there's the away goal as well. Good ball by her. Sandoval actually missed the header. Looks like we're starting to get into the game a little bit, which is good. Villa's on at 6.2. Maybe he was to blame for Arsenal's first goal. Go on, Turnbull. Maybe find Sandoval. Sandoval. Sterling. Good defending by, is that Canate or something? Villa wins it back though, high up. To Sterling. To Sandoval. Back to Sterling. Can't really see what's going on. It's ball, but Arsenal defending well at the moment. Villa wins the ball back to Sandoval. To Sterling. To Sandoval. And Szczesny's there again to make the save. Played really well in the first leg, but we're starting to play well now. Come on, ball. Gets tackled by Dragovic. He's a good centre-back, actually, when you first load up the save to sign. Because he's relatively cheap as well. You can pick him up for, like, what, 8 million? Right, so we go into the half-time break. 1-1. Now, I'll take a draw. Don't mind the draw. They've actually dropped back to a 4-1-4-1, and this formation, the 3-5-2's, it plays a lot better against this sort of formation rather than the two pushed up wingers, so I'm happy with that. I say that, and Arsenal probably dominators in the second half now. Good header by Villa. Good tackle by Sterling. Sandoval trumps it to Lorenzini. If that was ball or Turnbull, that would have been 2-1. Picks out Lorenzini again. Sterling, get the cross in. Couldn't find Turnbull. And Arsenal can break. No, Lorenzini's got too much pace. But Hurst just runs into his man. Villa misses the header once again. Good save, important save by Tyson there. But Villa's having a bit of a mare at centre-back. Oh my god. It's an open game. The fitness is okay at the moment. I think we'll keep everything the same. I'll take a draw. I mean, I'll take the draw. I'll take a draw coming the end of the season. Oh, and Welbeck. Tyson, I said, oh, he's made a fantastic save before in the 1v1. But what is that? Surely, it can't have been that powerful that he literally fell over. Looks like Arsenal are going to steal a victory. And this may be our first defeat of the season, you know. Hopefully not like this. Come on. Get your shit together. Sandoval. Oh, Sandoval. Szczesny actually saved it. Why is he so good? No. Good, important interception by Hansen there. Come on, Sterling. Fucking Danny Welbeck. He's about 40 now. He still scores against me all the time. Sandoval. Oh my, is that Szczesny again? No, he just missed. 25 shots, 7 clear-cut chances. We can put them away against Reading. Not against Arsenal, though. Turnbull. Sandoval made the run. He does. Finds Hurst. Sterling. And Szczesny again. What is he on? How are Arsenal winning? Oh, it's baffling. Who knows? It's a mystery. Right. I've actually made no subs, but it's not important. We do go through to the Champions League final. Unfortunately, we picked up our first defeat of the season. Again, in May. Against Arsenal. Wow. But the most important thing is we maintain the undefeated streak in the Premier League. Now, if we play like we did at the Emirates again, I think next time we'll pick up the victory. I mean, 28 shots to their 13. In the other semi-final match, Chelsea knocked out Bayern 4-3 on aggregate, which means we are going to play Chelsea in the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. So that should be fucking interesting. But in the next episode, we are going to play the last 2 games of the season, see if we can finish the season unbeaten. So I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.